Let's be honest for a second. If your employee assistance program, your EAP, is being used primarily as a reactive safety net for crisis, you are operating at 20% capacity. You've likely got the bases covered: financial counseling for debt, physical wellness for health, and basic emotional support for stress. These are essential. They are standard, and frankly, they are what every single competitor of yours is offering. If you are trying to use these standard benefits to drive talent retention in today's landscape, you are fighting a losing battle. You aren't offering a unique value proposition. You've offered a commodity. There's a missing piece. It is the pillar of health that is almost entirely ignored, the corpus wellness conversation, because it is misunderstood. We are talking about spiritual self-care. And before you stop me, before you think it's a lecture on religion or theology, let me stop you right there. It's not about religion, not about dogma. It's about the fundamental human need for purpose. Today, we are going to break down why nurturing a sense of purpose and connection to something larger than the daily grind is absolutely missing in your EAP. The biggest barrier to entry here is the language itself. In HR, we often shy away from the word spiritual because it feels too subjective, too personal, or simply too risky. We equate spiritual with institutional religion, and we decide that that's not our place in the workplace. That is a dangerous mistake. In the context of holistic health, spiritual self-care is defined by specific markers. First, it's about the sense of purpose. Does the employee understand why their work matters? Second, it's about value alignment. Does their daily output align with their personal moral compass? Third, it's about connection. Do they feel they are contributing to something greater than just their own task or the company's quarterly earnings? When we ignore this, we are effectively telling our employees, we care about your physical body so you can work. We care about your financial health so that you don't quit, but we don't care about your soul, your purpose, or the reason you get out of the bed in the morning. Is it any wonder we are facing an epidemic of employee burnout and disengagement? Burnout isn't just about exhaustion, physical or emotional. Burnout is often the result of profound existential vacuum. It is the feeling that the work you are doing is fundamentally meaningless. Let's talk about why this is a competitive issue. We are living through a fundamental shift in the psychological contract between employer and employee. People are no longer willing to sacrifice their sense of self for a paycheck. Data consistently shows that when employees can connect their daily tasks to a broader mission, when their why aligns with the company's why, they are significantly more resilient. They handle stress better, they are more adaptable to change, and most importantly, they stay. When your EAP completely ignores this, you are effectively leaving your employees to navigate that existential void alone. They might be physically well and financially stable, but they are spiritually adrift. And the moment a competitor offers them a role that promises or even just implies a stronger sense of purpose, they are gone. By integrating spiritual self-care, purpose-driven coaching, value alignment workshops, and mission connection initiatives into your EAP, you are directly addressing the root cause of disengagement. You are signaling that you recognize them as a whole human being, not just units of production. That right there is your competitive edge. So how do we actually do this? How do you operationalize something as abstract as purpose? You don't do it by handing out meditation apps, though those are fine. You do it by building it into a fabric of your support ecosystem. There are 3 steps to evolving your EAP. Step 1, value-based coaching. Shift your EAP counseling model from purely problem solving to value alignment. Provide coaching sessions that help employees identify their core personal values and map them to their professional goals. If an employee feels misaligned, the EAP should be the first place they call to walk through how to reframe their role or seek opportunities within the company that better match their purpose. Step 2, purpose-driven workshops. Move beyond basic wellness seminars. Bring in experts to host workshops on mission mapping. Help your teams identify the tangible impact of their work. A developer needs to know that the code improves the life of the end user. A customer service rep needs to hear how their empathy saves a client's day. When employees know their impact, they feel connected. Step 3, audit your current EAP offerings for humanizing elements. Are you offering a hotline for crisis, or are you offering support for thriving? Start measuring not just utilization rates, but meaningful scores in your engagement surveys. If you aren't measuring it, you aren't managing it. This isn't about telling people what to believe and about providing the tools for them to understand why they do what they do. If you want to lead this space, you've got to stop thinking about your EAP as a checklist for benefits. It's a support system for human life. When you make this shift, your EAP becomes more than a perk. It becomes a culture anchor. It signals to prospective talent that you are an organization that understands that people need more than money. They need more meaning. It signals to your current high performers that you are committed to their long-term thriving, not just their short-term productivity. You cannot afford to ignore this. The workplace continues to become more fragmented and digital. The need for human connection and the sense of belonging to something larger is only going to grow. The organizations that solve this, the organizations that offer a spiritual purpose, are the organizations that will win the war for talent. Spiritual self-care is not soft science. It's the core of sustainable performance. It is a differentiator that takes your EAP from a commodity to a career-defining benefit. I want to hear from you how you are currently addressing purpose and connection in your employee benefits. Are you hitting a wall, or have you found a way to bridge this gap? Drop a comment below if you need a framework for doing this audit. Reach out directly. Let's make your EAP a true magnet for talent.